Welcome to Dr. Charles Speaks, a podcast for now. You've joined us for a special series of transformational talks, selected exclusively from Dr. Charles's corporate success calls. The 15-minute calls are designed to encourage leaders, activate your thought life, and prepare you for the challenges ahead. Dr. Charles joins every call with a blend of his personal experiences, his expertise as a John Maxwell certified mentor and coach, and of course, his more than 30 years of exceptional experience in both corporate America and ministry. Get motivated with Dr. Charles Speaks, a transformational talk from the Reddline on today's podcast, inspiring excellence and generating results.
Good day, my friends. This is Dr. Charles. And this call, I believe, truly, it will inspire you to continue to challenge yourself along your personal journey. I've said this before, there are 1,400 minutes in a day, and there's 10,000 minutes in a week, and 15 minutes on this particular call. It's my hope, and it is my desire that you find this call beneficial to you. I'm looking forward to sharing with you on today, and today I want to continue to talk about the excerpts and some of the highlights that I've been getting out of the book, Intentional Living by John Maxwell. I have been blessed by reading this book, and if you haven't purchased it, you should. I'm advocating that you should. It certainly has touched me in significant ways that I feel that I can share with you, and hopefully and prayerfully it will inspire and motivate you. So today, out of this particular topic I want to talk about, it says, search until you find your why. What do you mean, Dr. Charles? Search until you find your why. Well, it goes right back to purpose, the fact that we were born on this earth to fulfill and to carry out our purpose. I truly believe that, and I think you believe that too. You wouldn't be listening to me because there is, as I've said many times, there's no reason to be envy or jealous of anybody because you have something uniquely that has been deposited in you from within your mother's womb, and now that you're here, your job is to discover it first and then to identify it and play to your strength and then to implement it and share it with others along the way, because we're here to make a positive difference, to leave a life of a positive legacy, and to add value and be significant. And I know that's a whole lot, but at the end of the day, I want you to have a great life, and you should want me to have a great life, because with the point of a great life and having that positive impact on others, I think, and I feel that with my whole heart, that's why we're here on earth, to make a difference. So I'm certainly striving and trying each and every day to achieve a high level of significance. I just don't simply want to wander through life and leave this world without leaving a positive legacy, a positive something that someone can grab a hold of it and make their own lives better. Now, none of us, let's set the record straight, none of us are perfect. That's a reality. We don't know it all. Nobody knows everything and know everyone. But the reality is that we know something, and that's something that we know, and as we continue to grow and continue to learn, we too can have a significant presence in where we live, where we work, where we have community. And so when we think about understanding and finding your why am I here? What is the point? I'm here on this earth. It talks about purpose because purpose, what it does, it empowers significance. And who you are makes a difference. I heard someone say it like this: grow yourself, grow others, learn for yourself, then pass it on. Now that really puts it in a good, crisp, short perspective of what it is that I talk about from week to week, day to day. Whenever you hear this voice, I'm talking about growing yourself, always continuous, being a continuous learner, but then growing others, sharing what you know with others, exchanging, learning from each other, and then what? Passing it on. And so the challenge today, lift your lid so that you can lift others. So in other words, what you have in you let's share with others. Because as I've said, God gives purpose, and purpose gives meaning, and meaning gives hope and significance. Purpose gives meaning. What does it mean by purpose? One thing about purpose, when you discover it and you have it and you're living within it, it gives you hope for tomorrow. It gives you energy and inspiration to press on no matter what may be happening outside of your world or in your world. You are focused on your purpose in life, and you are striving each and every day, though there may be delays sometimes, there may be timeouts, but you get yourself back on the highway of life and you make your way down that road of life. Every person, this is not news to you, but every person has talents that will help him or her make for a better world. And I believe if you tap into that, and if you express that, and you live it, and you share it, it will make a difference. Number two, every person is given an opportunity to make others around them better. In other words, the way we walk, the way we talk, the way we live our lives in positivity and encouragement, it matters. And it will truly make a difference. But the point here of these two statements is that we have to be intentional about what it is that we do, because every person, as I've said, has a purpose for which he or she was created. And every person must look within themselves to discover his or her purpose. It's there. It's there, right there. And some of you know what it is. And I've said before, play to your sweet spot, play to your strength, and share it with others. You know, Rick Warren, he sold a bestseller, The Purpose-Driven Life. And he once said, humans were made to have meaning. For without purpose, life is meaningless. A meaningless life is a life without hope and without significance. I mean, that's what it comes down to, is that we're put on this earth to have a meaningful life, not a meaningless life, but a life of hope and a life of significance that will make all of the difference. So you're here on earth for a purpose and a reason. And I like to quote John Maxwell. He says this. He says, once you find your why you're here, you will be able to find your way. And how does those differ when you talk about finding your why versus finding your way? He goes on and says, the why is your purpose. The way is your path. When you find your why, your path automatically has purpose. And that's the beauty about life. We live each and every day. And I'll tell you, sometimes when I run into people who have given up on their purpose, given up on life in general, because they've had some things that happen in their lives, and we all go through something. And how you respond is going to be key. But one of the things to get you out of that depression, one of the things to get you out of that position that you feel like you can't do anything, and what's the use, is to know your calling and your purpose, because that is the lifeline that you can grab a hold of in the midst of being in that place of failing and the place of immobility, in the place of just really discouragement and giving up on yourself. You can remind yourself that you have a reason to live. And I've said this before, that I visited people in the hospital and they were at the place of recovery, and before I would pray with them, I would ask them, let's give God a reason for you to get well quick and fast and up and out of this bed, back into life and back into the life's parade. And they would think about they have purpose. They have something that matters, something to give back, something to do, something to see. And that would be the encouraging factor to press on and to get strong and to get healthy and get up out of the bed and make their way along life's journey. And so when you have purpose, it will keep you focused on your path. And when you find your why, your path automatically has purpose, because purpose is the rudder on your boat. It gives you the direction and it keeps you going in the right direction when the wind is blowing and the waves are crashing against you. Your purpose, what it's going to do, it's going to provide you with a sense of calm and a sense of confidence, not arrogance, but a confidence in the midst of your storm. Because guess what, my friends? People who know their why they're here, they can keep their heads, they can keep their minds together, because even though things may be in turmoil, they know that there is something on the other side of the storm that will keep them moving in the right direction. You know, there was the poet, his name Ralph Waldo Emerson. He said this, he said, "The purpose of life is not to be happy." I know that stumped you, but he goes on, catch it. "It is to be useful." Let me say that again. The purpose of life is not to be happy, but it's to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference that you have lived and lived well. No one should live in this world without trying to find a way to make it better. Did you hear that? No one should live in this world without trying to find a way to make it better. Isn't that what we're here for? It's easy to pick out the negativity and to gossip about something. But when you look within your own life and say, you know what, I can make a difference just where I'm at by being positive, by being a person who shares and gives and serves, and that is compassionate, that is someone who can truly add significance and value to other people's lives. It will make a difference, my friends. And I'm just challenging you today to think about these words that I've said today. I hope it has inspired you. I hope it has motivated you to start with yourself. I mean, I'm working on myself, and I know we all are striving for excellence and perfection, and we'll just continue one day at a time. And even though some days are not necessarily good days because you just weren't on your mark, you just didn't have it all together that particular day, but you can start again with a new mindset, with a renewed mind, that each and every day that you can take something of positivity and able to live it and able to demonstrate it, able to share it, and able to make a difference. I'm challenging you today. You can do this. And I know some of you that are listening to me might say, well, yeah, he's always talking about something positive. Does anything negative ever happen in his life? Yes, it does. But it's perspective and how you respond. You know, you can either react to life or you can respond. And respond is a way you think things through and you make an appropriate course of action and you start moving in that direction, having learned from the experience. And that makes a difference. So today I'm going to end the call. I'm going to end the conversation today, but I've been talking about searching until you find your why. And when you find your why, you will find the way on the pathway of life. Never, never, ever give up. Keep pushing, keep striving, keep making a difference, because you have something to offer. You have value and you have significance. Thank you for joining me on the Red Call. This has been Dr. Charles. Have a great day, and let's make it a great week.
Thank you for listening to Dr. Charles Speaks. Visit drcharlesred.com for booking info for your ministry, business, or leadership team. Get info about the Reddline, a 15-minute corporate success call each Monday morning with Dr. Charles. Follow Dr. Charles on all social media at Dr. Charles Red. Subscribe to the podcast here for every episode of Dr. Charles Speaks. Thanks for joining us. Like Dr. Charles always says, no matter what, never, never, never give up. Until next time.